What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Let me get to the spot. Let me get to the spot. Oh, hey, everybody. This is Plan Your Greatness, and I am your gracious host here, Carlton Hamilton. Let's get right at it. Mediocrity. That is the topic of this video. Mediocrity. Why does it seem as though we accept mediocre behavior, just mediocre plans, average in this country? I can't speak for the rest of the world, but I can speak for my years of traveling, playing professional baseball, being in prison. Every area in America, we accept mediocrity. Now, let me give you an example. There was a video I made a while ago, and it was called, "Are you a caterpillar or are you a butterfly?" And what I was getting at is that, as far as I know, the butterfly does not have an option. The caterpillar doesn't have an option. They are going to become a butterfly or they're going to die. Now, juxtapose that to humans. In my lifetime, and all you got to do is just go to some major city, and maybe even in your small town, you will see the entire range. You will see people operating as slimy caterpillars all the way up to people that are operating as beautiful butterflies. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, I see homeless people all over the place, and I see everything in between. So I was just been thinking and going, how is it that we have this such wide range of people and their mindsets and how they operate? Now, the other thing that really somewhat irritates me is how that if you really get after it, if a boss really challenges you to do a great job, a coach really gets after you. One of my former mentors was just fired because they said he was too hard on the millennials. And some people will argue with me on that, but I know his tactics, and I think he's a great coach. I think he has great standards. And now he's being fired because there were parents in there that were allowing their kids to just be average. And they didn't like that coach was challenging them. So as I am talking specifically about this topic here, think about this question. Do you believe that there's a limited amount of jobs here in America? Okay. Now think about this. Think about this follow-up question is, do you believe that more than one person could have the same dream? Okay. And if those two people are going for the dream, if one person gets it, does that mean that the other person goes without? Okay. Now think about that for a second. Now I got another question for you. What is your skill set? What do you know? What can you do? Now, as you put all those things together, I have another question for you. Okay. Do you believe immigrants take jobs? Okay. And those jobs that they're taking, are you applying for them? Okay. Do you want them? Okay. Now think about this. The skill set that you have right now, are you going to have that same skill set next year? Because if you're going to have the same skill set next year and you start thinking, our job's limited. Can two people have the same dream? If I get it, does someone else going to go without? What skill set do I have? These immigrants that are coming in, are they taking jobs? And are they jobs that I actually even want, or have I actually even applied for? Think about that. Now think about yourself. The last question that I ask is, the skill set that you have right now, are you going to have that skill set next year? Because if you're going to have that same skill set next year, you deserve to get ran over and passed over. Because you're not trying to get better. What you're really trying to do is what's the word I'm looking for? You are trying to hold down other people who are coming in here trying to do a job. Now, in rural America, there's jobs that left those places. Steel mills shut down, coal mines shut down. Technology is doing things better and faster. And there's people that are still in those towns bitching and moaning about jobs that they are saying people are taking from them, when actuality, they're sending those jobs overseas to people that are a little more skilled. So my thing with that is, if you're going to have the same skills as last year, you don't deserve to have a job because you are being average. You need to be mobile. If there's no jobs in your city, why would you sit your behind still in that same city and then beg for somebody to bring a job back to you? How about you hop in your car, or you hop on a bus, or you hop on a plane and go to where the jobs are? You see what I'm saying? That's being average, because you're sitting over there, they took my jobs. Then go chase the job then. All right. Now I say this to my children. Both of them work minimum wage job. One makes 11, and I think the other one makes like 11.50 an hour. All right. So they don't have rent to pay. They're not paying a car note, insurance, not paying any of that stuff. They're taking that money and sticking it up, saving it, spending it, all kind of stuff. Great. But I told him, I said, as you get older, you're going to want more things. But if you are constantly sitting in that minimum wage space, then you can't complain about other people having better opportunities, making more money, just being able to have access and influence over things. That requires you to either go to school, create a business, do something that's going to take you out of that space. Because what you're doing is you're not allowing yourself to be the best version of yourself. And so if you take all this in consideration, as far as, do you want to be average? Do you want to be mediocre? Do you see yourself being a caterpillar or a butterfly? Are you challenging yourself? Are you allowing the mediocre popos to come in and allow you to stay where you are? Or are you trying to be the best version of yourself? Because with that last part that I'm saying, if you are trying to be the best version of yourself, you don't care about immigrants because they're not even in your class. They're coming here to do a very specific job. Now, what they don't tell you is there's a lot of doctors that are coming. There's a lot of highly skilled people coming into America as well. They don't say nothing about those, because the ones that are bitching and moaning, because you don't compete with them. You worried about somebody working a job, picking beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, a job that you don't even want, but you mad because someone else is going to go fill it. So, as I always say, that if you are staying out of that space, you are thinking of being the best version of yourself. You are absolutely 100% planning your own greatness. All right. This is Plan Your Greatness. And I will say this again. Stay out of the mediocre places. And I'll say this again. Plan your greatness. You know why? Because no one else will. See y'all next time.